Hello everyone, so welcome to the Health and Happiness Mastery Show. This show has been designed with an objective of how can we actually help you with having the best physical, mental, emotional and energy health, right? And also have a happiness that is going to last longer, because we all have been actually going through ups and downs in various different types of health, because most of us think health is all about having a strong physical health. So most of the time it is not. And also you might have seen this various different segmentation in the whole channel that has been designed with having one single objective of having the mastery, right? So one thing is very clear, there is no end to the mastery. There is always learning, there is always a growth, there is always a possibility. But one obsession that was always there with me in my life was how can we actually have the best possible results in every area of our life? Because most of them, if we look around people who are successful today, we see they have a great career, great business, but a messy relationship. Or they have a great relationship, great health, but no wealth and no proper career, right? No stability in the career. Or we see a great health and great wealth, but messy relationship. Multiple combinations like this. So why is that? Is it that we are here just to suffer on this planet Earth by not having it all? No. So I started understanding, I started meeting the successful people and started understanding there is a pattern, there is a possibility of living a life where you can actually have it all. But that requires mastery, that requires consistency, that requires you putting yourself completely into it. Because this is very clear, because we need to understand once we come here, we have to play by the rules of the Earth, right? So we have, when we are here on this planet Earth, so there are rules like gravitational rule. Like if you say, I don't like this Isaac Newton guy, right? So I don't like his principles. You cannot say that. It is not created by him. It is discovered by him. It was there before. Similarly, there are rules for relationship. There are rules for health. There are rules for great happiness, right? So there are rules for good career and business, right? There are rules for mastering yourself, the way how you want to work. So you need to be that way, right? So if you don't play by the rules, right? Or if you don't know the rules, like if you don't know the rules, obviously you will be failing in the game again and again and again, right? So similarly, this is very important. So this channel has been created with an intention of serving those people who love to actually learn those rules, the principles, the tools, the method, what has actually worked for me and many more students who are actually working with us. Like what is that particular thing that what we can add value to you? So in this particular video, we'll be sharing about the 5 important pillars of health. If you want to have a vibrant, great health, what are the 5 important things that needs to be done? This is something that, is that okay if I share a little story about this? Because this is something that when I was very young, so because usually when we are going through the mid-career or starting early career, so what actually happens is that we think career is very, very important. We think that so working on wealth and lifestyle is very important and our focus will be only on that. But when I was actually going through all this particular thing, so I had various severe challenges in health as well. And when I was going through this particular thing, sometimes I used to care about it whenever there is a challenge, but later on career comes in, various different things comes in and the focus goes out from there. Right? So that is when I started understanding. So my dad started making me understand certain things which is very, very important. He started telling me, Kirtan, you are giving great importance to your personal mastery, career and business, wealth and lifestyle, love and relationship. How about this one? The pinky finger. This is what you have kept it as the last part. But he started understanding, and this is exactly how people treat their health and happiness as the last part. But very important thing what he said is this: if you are coming into the house, let's consider this pinky finger gets stuck inside a door, right? While you are closing it, it gets stuck there. Will you just leave this finger and come inside saying that this is a small finger? No. This one finger itself has the ability to give a pain to the whole body. Give a pain to your relationship, give a pain to your wealth, everything. Like it doesn't mean anything, like your wealth doesn't anything, your career doesn't mean anything, so your relationship doesn't mean anything when it gets stuck, right? Similarly, if your health and happiness gets stuck, right? So nothing, that whatever you have built, other 4 mean nothing, right? Literally mean nothing if you have problems in the health and happiness. So that is where I started understanding, and I wanted to study this deeper. And I said, okay, as I'm studying this, as I'm starting implementing this, as I start seeing results through that, I'm going to share it with the community here, right? So that's an effort here to actually help you forward in growing with together. Is that okay? Can we get started? Fantastic. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure that you click on that subscribe button, and if you haven't clicked on that notification icon, click on that so that you get all these videos as first notified. Right, so let's get started. So the first important pillar of the great health is good sleep, right? Good deep sleep. Because many people think, see, because today various science says that you have to sleep 6 hours sleep, 8 hours sleep, probably. So that is a way to actually go in deeper states. But sometimes there are so many different problems people will be happening. There are problems like insomnia, right? So where people have a sleeping disorders, where they are like, there are people, have you heard people saying, I'm a night person, I'm a night owl, right? So even I have been through that particular journey. Even I have been through that particular journey where I stretch myself for the career, right? I stretch myself for the kind of work that I do, and suddenly after some time I find a problem in the health, or I find a problem in the relationship, or so because have you observed this, when you do not have a good sleep, the tendency of you fighting is going to be really high, you becoming angry is going to be really high, because you need to understand, so literally sleep is not what we want. What we want is 100% rest. So body requires a rest, not a sleep. Sleep is where you actually just close your eyes and sleep. You can still be there, sleeping, but body will not get rest. Unless you get yourself into a deep restful stage, that is when huge possible things happen. In the science they say that the first 6 hours of your sleep gets in repairing the body, right? And the last 2 hours, that which is early morning, will help you in repairing the brain. So there will be a lot of damaged cells, the ruptures of cells, so there will be a stress on your nervous system, there will be a stress on your bones, and so many things. There are humongous things that are actually happening inside, right? And that requires a rest, right? So that it repair itself, it heals itself. It's a time to heal, right? So that it comes back alive with more energy and more vibrancy. But definitely there are a lot of people who actually guide us in various different levels, like how can we actually decrease our sleeping quota so that we can be more productive, because sleep is one of the closest part to be like a dead, like, because when you sleep you don't even know that you exist. Is that correct? There is no awareness that you are alive, right? So you are just sleeping and you think that okay, you are no more. That's that way. You are not even thinking. There is no awareness, right? But so only because anyway that sleeping is going to be there for the rest of your life. So once you are dead, right? But still this body requires that. And because if we want to live a successful life in all the 5 areas of our life, so we need to understand how do we master this, what it takes, right? What is this is wanting, and what is that I need to give it so that it actually functions in a balanced way. The first one is sleep. The second one is water. Because we need to understand this, so because this is something that what we take it for granted most of the time, but 70% of the body is water. And when we do not, like, if we consider an example, if you take a cup of water and keep it there for a very long period of time, what it will happen, right? If you keep it for a longer time, nothing will happen. It will stay there. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week, slowly fungus will come. Slowly so many other creatures will start happening, and it starts stinking, it starts smelling, right? Similarly, if that happens in your body, what will happen? Same thing happens in your body too. If there is no enough adequate amount of water, there is no flushing of so many dead things which are actually there in your lymphatic system. So it's very important to clean out, the flush out the things, whatever the activities that are happening. The dead cells are going, the waste is actually going out, right? So this is very important, right? So usually in Ayurveda they say this, right? So whatever the food that what you eat, right, it gets converted into 2, which is one is rasa and one is mala, right? So rasa means whatever the food that actually get digested, it creates rasa, and that is what is going to empower this body, and whatever the wastage that is created from that is going to be called as mala. So that has to be eliminated from the body. If that stays long enough, in the body that has so many adverse effects on the body, so that cannot be repaired later. So this is the reason, this is one of the reason why consuming water is very important. And there are a lot of deep levels just with the water itself, like to understand, like I get so fascinated when we have so much things to know about and also implement about and get integrated. Because see, today if you just Google it out or just come to YouTube, you will have millions and millions of information bombarding at it. But what is that I can implement? Like if you are watching this particular video, so can you just start implementing it today? Because I really love this, like because my family is completely into the health and wellness, and so we have right now created rituals. Like if I want, just see what is that particular area that you need to work on. Is it personal mastery? Is it career and business? Is it wealth and lifestyle? Is it love and relationship? And is it health and happiness? If it is health and happiness, so can you actually create steps or the habits or the ritual that you need to improve upon? And can you track it? Can you measure it? Because whatever gets measured can be improved, right? So if you don't measure, you cannot improve. Like why do you think there is a marks card in academics? Because if there is a marks, you can actually improve. Similarly, if you think that, okay, you understand sleep is not good enough, so put a tracker for a whole month. How much of that I am sleeping? How much of that I am actually consistent about this? How much of water? So it has been said, so you need to have at least 2.5 liters of water to 3 liters of water per day, right? And there is a way to consume water also, right? So the moment you wake up early in the morning, so you can actually drink 2 glasses of water, and then you have a breakfast, and then you can actually have 2 glasses of water. Then before the lunch you can have 2 more glasses of water. Before the evening snack you can have 2 more glasses of water, and before the night you can have 2 more glasses of water, and just before sleeping just 1 glass is enough, because otherwise you got to wake up for peeing, right? So now if you consider this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 1, so closer to 11 glass to 12 glass of water if you can consume, so that is really, really good. But there is a way to consume the water as well. Like if you go deeper, it will get into a completely different discussions, but I want to keep it very simple here, because water has its own memory, right? So even how we consume the water plays a very, very important role in how it actually works inside our body, right? The third important thing that what we need to take care as a very important pillar is exercise, right? So sometimes you might be already a busy person, or you might be a person who is working on the laptop and working, and if you don't move, like, because we need to understand there are so many joints out there, so many joints, so many nervous systems, so it has to be in movements, right? So the locomotion has to be in movements, right? So and the more you work out your muscles, the more you are actually going to build it. So the less you use it, the less you are going to actually use the benefits of it, right? So this is where it's very, very important. The third important pillar is exercise, right? And the fourth one is good nutrition, because today we think the food as the nutrition. No, in food we get a lot of nutritions, but there are different levels in the nutritions, like proteins, vitamins, minerals, fiber, herbs, carbohydrate, fat. 7 things are essential on a day-to-day basis, and if you don't give all these 7 things, then what will happen is deficiency. There is a process called as 3D, right? So first thing, in order to go to the disease part of it, so it starts with the deficiency, and when you keep giving less and less and less, then the organs will start dysfunctioning. It stops functioning, right? And that is when the next phase goes in disease, right? So as I'm actually giving you this particular possibility here, make sure that I'm not a doctor to give you any of this suggestion, but I'm giving it with my experience, and I'm giving it my family's experience, and I'm giving it with what is that best practices and lessons that I'm learning from the community, right? This is something that is going to benefit you. So before you actually implementing anything, if you feel like consulting a doctor, you can do that as well, right? So that is always good. So one thing you need to understand, these are simple things. It is not a rocket science. Sleeping is very important, but common sense is not the common practice, right? If you don't practice it, it doesn't work, right? Sleep, right? Water, exercise, and then good nutrition, right? So if you don't give good nutrition, deficiency, dysfunction, and disease, right? Disease means what? So if your body is in the right state, it is in ease, okay? If there is something not okay, then you are in dis-ease, right? So that is the fourth one. The fifth one, and the most important one that people lack today, is positive environment, right? So today you just see, if you take a tulsi plant and you plant it in the traffic, do you think it is going to grow really well? No, because the environment of it is very negative for the growth of the tulsi. Similarly, if we keep watching news, negative news, right, so or horror movies or so many different serials that actually literally put us and our surrounding into a lower background, so it's not going to actually help you. So this is very, very important that we consume the positive content, not only a good food for the body, good food for the mind, and that is what is called as positive environment or positive thinking, right? So that is very, very important. So only then you can be in a good health physically, mentally, emotionally, and energy wise. So this is very, very important. So what is the best way to actually be in a positive environment? Community, right? If you are in the right community, you can do lot more wonders, right? So we have created a lot of possibility for people to be in a healthy community. If you want to be part of an healthy community, and if you are interested in knowing what is that particular thing that you can do, so there will be a link in the description below which you can actually get connected to, so that you can be part of the healthy community, right? Healthy, active community who is there to support you on a day-to-day basis to grow and achieve all your health goals. So this is an honor and privilege to invite you to that particular group so that we all can grow together. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much. Look forward to see you in the next Health and Happiness episode.